welcome. If you are new here, my name is Rachel, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Today I'm going to be doing 2 looks with the new Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bunny collaboration, the Nightshade Palette. Listen, I love indie eyeshadows. They keep my heart beating. They really are what I love the most about makeup. So when I saw that they were doing another collaboration together, because this is their second collaboration together, I was very excited to see what it's about. So if you are excited as well, please give this a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Usually when I do these videos, I go through close-ups, swatches, give you some information about the palette, and then I will go to the 2 looks. So I always put timestamps down below in the description box if you want to jump around. I will also link this palette if when I post this it is available. I'm not really sure what's going on with that yet, but any information I can put in the description box will be there. All right, so I don't have a lot of information about this palette, but let's just go through it and I want to show it to you. So the cover is so beautiful. It's giving me the same vibe as the Spooked palette, which was their first collaboration that they did together, with that kind of cool font that shifts colors. Same size as the Spooked palette as well. The actual palette looks the same as the unit carton. And then on the inside, we have this color story. Oh my goodness. I was actually really surprised looking at the inside. I love that there are some more brighter pops in here as well. I was expecting like purples and a black and some deeper tones, but I really love that we've got a couple of pops of yellow and green in here. I think that makes it just a little bit more versatile and you can pull it in different directions. So I absolutely love that. This is a 14 pan palette, 7 mattes, 7 shimmers, which I think is great, getting half and half. I did receive this palette in PR, and I do have a code with Gourmande Girls. It is an affiliate code. It's just Rachel, and it will save you 10% off. Thank you so much if you do decide to use my affiliate code. I do earn a small commission when you use it, and I really, really appreciate it. It does help me out a lot, and it saves you money, which is great. There is no pricing information on this as of yet. The moment that I'm filming, I will put it in the description box if I know it when I post, but the last palette that they did together retails for $54.99, so I'm assuming it's going to be the same or just about the same price because they are the same size and all of that. So that's kind of all I have to say about it. Don't have too much information, but I'm excited to create 2 looks, so let's get started. So I've already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I never do this. I hate doing this just because I need to preserve like the youth of my eye area, but I am gonna do a look, wash it off, and do another look just because I'm going on vacation and I really don't have time to like film too many videos here, but I wanna get this up before launch or on the day of launch. Anyway, I wanna play with the yellows and greens first, and then I'll do something more like deep and smoky. So that's kind of my plan. So let's get started with the shade Bittersweet, which is that bright yellow matte. And I am going to think more of like pressing it on and see if that like helps get the best amount of pigmentation. And I would love to hear from you. Are you planning on picking up this palette? Have you tried the brand before? I really enjoy their palettes a lot. So I'm just gonna take it on a BK202 and I'm going to like press it into the crease area. That's a really, really pretty color. And as you can see, it shows up great on my eyes, especially when I did that pressing motion. And it's not quite pastel. It is a little bit brighter than a pastel, but still gives that little like bright and sunshiny look, you know? All right, I'm gonna take the shade Henbane. I have absolutely no idea what that is, but it is a beautiful grass green matte, and I'm gonna place this a little bit lower as well as in the outer corner. And again, I'm more doing a pressing action. Wow, that's very vibrant green. Really pretty. Ooh, that is beautiful. That green is absolutely beautiful. That showed up so beautifully on the lid. I love it. I'm just taking a little bit more of that yellow shade Bittersweet and just blending where the green and the yellow meet. Now, some of the shimmers from Gourmande Girls are a little bit on the thick chunkier side. So I definitely suggest either using a glitter primer or spraying your brush just so that it can like adhere to the lid. So I am going to put the NYX glitter primer all over the lid. I'm first gonna go in with the shade Hellebore right here, or Hellebore, I don't know. And I'm gonna place this more like on the outer part of my lid, overlapping the green and bringing it about halfway-ish onto my lid. This one is actually not super textured. It's a little bit smoother, which is really nice. I like that. And I think this one is a duochrome. It looks like it has like a darker base to it. And when I turn my head, I can see a little bit of like bluish purple almost. I think because this shimmer is a little darker than I anticipated, I'm gonna take the same brush that I used for that matte green, and I'm gonna go into the matte black called Black Night, and I'm just gonna place this in my outer corner, just at the very closest part to my lash line. Yeah, I like that. That just deepened it up a little bit. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Flowering, and this is a really, really pretty yellow. Ooh. This one also looks like it's a duochrome. It looks like it has some green, some pink. Actually, it looks like a multi-chrome. And I'm just gonna push this in the inner part of my lid. Oof, that is beautiful. That yellow has a lot of green reflect in there as well. I feel like Poison Ivy, or Nightshade, I guess. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna take the black shade and a flat definer brush. I'm gonna pick it up, I'm gonna spray it and put this just on the outer part of my lower lash line. I'm gonna take a little tiny brush. I'm gonna go into that green matte shade called Henbane, and I'm going to also run this on my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna take that matte yellow called Bittersweet and try to just blend that out at the bottom. I'm going to use the shade Enchanter here. This one looks like an iridescent sort of shade, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner. Oh, that's pretty. It has like a blue, purple, pink reflect, so it doesn't really go with this look necessarily. That's okay. All right, so this is look number 1. What do you think? I absolutely love how it came out. The mattes were really good, really easy to use. They showed up beautifully on the eyes. I really love that even though these are more like bright, vibrant tones, they still look true to pan, pigmented, but not overly pigmented. And the thing I really like about Gourmand Girl mattes is that they're not powdery. So I feel comfortable doing my face makeup, going in with these mattes, and they're not gonna fall all over my face, which I hardly ever do my face makeup first because I hate having fallout. I hate having to deal with it. And with these mattes, at least the ones I just used now, I had no fallout. The shimmers are so pretty, like so incredibly pretty. And I love when I can use 2 shimmers together on the lid and there's not that like super obvious line of demarcation. They kind of just blend together. And I feel like these did that beautifully. I just think they're like not overly thick. They are a little bit more multi-dimensional, so they're not very flat. I love them. I love them. I think this look came out absolutely beautifully. So I'm excited about that. So now I am gonna go wash this off, unfortunately, which is a bummer because it's beautiful. And I will come back and we can do the second look. Okay, I know I look crazy right now. I wiped off my concealer. I primed my eyes. I'm gonna put my concealer on after I do this look just because I wanna do something a little dark and smoky and I just don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go in with my Singe E03 brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Deadly, which is like a taupey gray, and just place that in the crease. By the way, I meant to mention, if you don't know who Doodles by the Bunny is, she is an incredible artist. She does like mock-ups of palettes, like imaginary palettes. She creates them on her Instagram. So of course I will link her Instagram down in the description box. If you've never seen her work, you should definitely check it out. I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Nightshade right here. I'm gonna put this more on the tip of the brush and place it in the crease. I'm gonna take an EO2 by Singe Beauty. I'm gonna go into the shade Woody right here, the dark purple, and I'm gonna place this in my outer corner and in the crease. I'm gonna take that same Singe brush. I'm gonna go into Black Night, the dark black, duh. The matte black, and just place that in my outer corner. I'm going to place the NYX Glitter Primer all over the lid. And I think I wanna do 2 shimmers again. I'm gonna start with Poisonous. This is at least a duochrome, if not a multi-chrome. It goes from like purple to like a silver. It's really pretty. I'm gonna place this more like in the outer portion of my lid, bringing it about halfway. This one's definitely more of a textured shimmer. Ooh, that is so pretty. For the inner part, I'm gonna go into the shade Dream Shade, which looks like a lighter purple. Ooh, that is so beautiful. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna finish up the look and I will be right back just to show you the final look and to give you like my first and second impression thoughts on the palette. This is not a review. I'm not really sure what my final thoughts are, obviously only having used it twice, but I can at least just give you my initial impressions. All right, and this is the second finished look. What do you think? I love purple, so I love this look. I think it's dark and smoky, but still really shiny and really pretty. Really enjoyed making this look. So all I did for my lower lash line is I repeated the exact same mattes, just layered them on my lower lash line, and then I used Belladonna in the inner corner. I wasn't sure if this pastel was going to be bright enough for my inner corner, but it does, it works, it's perfect. And everything else that's on my face, I will of course link down in the description box below as well. But yeah, let me just give you my thoughts. It's great. I really enjoy this color story. I think it's really fun. It's a little bit more of a twist on a smoky purple palette where you've got some of these other brighter tones in here, unexpected tones. The formula, if you've used Gourmande Girls before, it's consistent with their usual formula where the mattes are really easy to use. They're not super powdery, which I love. Like even with this smoky purple look, I didn't have much fallout. I had a little bit, but really not much. The shimmers in here, I love that they're doing a couple of different textures. There are more actual textured, piecey type of shimmers, but there's also more smooth, like iridescent shimmers as well. And all of the shimmers seem to have like dimension to them, shifts to them. They're not just plain old metallics. They have reflect. There's a major thunderstorm going on outside, so sorry if you can hear that. But I love the color story, and the formula is good, consistent Gourmande Girls formula. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to hear from you. Let me know if you're interested in picking the palette up. Are you planning on it? Have you never even heard of Gourmande Girls before? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.